It's here it's Tennessee, so we're gonna get the best guys here. That's just every year. Every time we're out there, it's competition. Nobody has a spot, nobody's comfortable. We're all working to get better.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. The number one player in the state of Tennessee, Caleb Herring, has made it official. He has committed to Tennessee. Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, they are locking down the state, and that's a conversation in itself. Why is it important to lock down the state? Look at what this coaching staff has done in the class of 23 so far compared to the class of 22. And yes, I've said it time and time again. I give them a free pass for last year because of the investigation, because of everything going on, but they are doing a good job locking down the state so far in 2023. We go back to last year. They did land Cameron Miller out of the class of 22. They also landed Caleb Herring's little brother Elijah in the class of 22. But so far in the class of 23, they are doing a great job. Now let's talk about why is it important, because that's a discussion I see regularly in the comments when I make the statement to lock down the state. Some people say it's not that big of a deal, Boogie, just go somewhere else, go outside the state, get some talent, and that's important too. I found an article from way back in 2015 on 24/7 Sports talking about why it is important. So I want to give you some quotes from that article. Then we're going to jump into Caleb Herring's recruitment, his scouting report, all that good stuff. But it talks about the non-big three. We know that Texas, California, and Florida are the big states when it comes to recruiting. So it says when you're a non-big three, why is it important? And here's the first bullet point. It says, sign your share. It says sign 75% of the elite talent, i.e. the guys that could play just about anywhere in the country on an annual basis. So again, we go back to the class of 22, Walter Nolan, Texas A&M, Ty Simpson, number 2 player in the state of Tennessee, Alabama, Berrien Brown goes to Kentucky, Jordan James, Oregon, the list goes on and on. Dallin Hayden, Ohio State, the Wade twins, Kentucky, Isaiah Horton, the University of Miami. Again, it goes on and on. It is huge to land Caleb Herring. Again, the number one player in the state of Tennessee. But when you look at what they've done so far, they've also got the 11th ranked player in Aiden Bussell, the 12th ranked player in Nathan Robinson. They are continuing to add to this in-state recruiting. Another bullet point, make great evaluations on 3-star level talent within the state and do not lose a prospect that is not highly regarded but who can potentially become a great player. Again, that goes back to player evaluation, player development. It also goes on to talk about walk-ons, being academically eligible, different bullet points of that. But those are the two keys for me. Get the elite guys that are in state, and then also make sure you lock down those 3 stars that have the potential to develop. Now, we're going to get into Caleb Herring. Do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. It is quick, it is free, it is easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, you're wondering what this is. Well, we're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Let's go ahead and take a look at Caleb Herring here. Again, number one player in the state of Tennessee. When you look at 24/7 Sports, he is ranked the 6th best edge rusher in the country. 6'5.5", 206 pounds out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw his highlights up on the screen here and let you guys take a look at that as we kind of go through who Caleb Herring is, talk a little bit about his recruitment, his scouting report. Obviously, been in around the program for a long time. Little brother committed last year, but he in-state guy. Another thing that article mentioned was that your in-state guys understand the program. They understand the University of Tennessee. We talk about how kids no longer play for the Power T, but Caleb Herring is a guy that I think is going to get it. He understands what it means to play at Tennessee. Looks like, late in his recruitment, look, this guy's been Tennessee from the get-go. Tennessee has been a lock for Caleb Herring. It's been a known fact for quite some time. Some of the national recruiting analysts wanted to sneak Georgia in there. Caleb Herring was enjoying his time as a recruit. He was taking visits. He, visiting Georgia. And some people wanted to put the spin that Georgia was in the lead, but that's not the case. It's been Tennessee. It's always been Tennessee. Let's go down and let's take a look at his scouting report. Again, this is from 24/7 Sports. It says he's a projected second or third round NFL draft pick. It says listed at 6'5", 205 pounds plus, appears to possess growth potential to add additional weight to his frame. Displays good athleticism off the edge and situationally as an off-ball linebacker. Flashes a good first step off the line of scrimmage. Can play a little high at times, but compensates with speed and quickness at the point of attack. Shows the ability to bend the edge, displays excellent burst to close ability, leans heavily on his speed rush ability off the edge, will need to develop the ability to utilize his hands and play through his frame at the next level. And again, we've got the best defensive line coach in the country, hands down, bar none, no questions asked, in Rodney Garner. So you get a guy like Caleb Herring, 6'5", 205, the ability to add weight to that frame. You're talking about a guy with good athleticism, says good first step, uses speed, but needs technique. Well, what better guy to develop Caleb Herring than Rodney Garner? Give him some tools, give him some pass rush moves to go along with that speed and athleticism. And let's get somebody on campus that can get to the quarterback. We've talked about it time and time again. That's what this football team needs right now. And Caleb Herring has the potential to bring that. Goes on to say that he appears to have adequate play strength, more geared towards play the pass and anchor the run. Displays good athleticism to play off ball if needed in certain situations. Can drop in coverage and play sideline to sideline, another added dimension to his game. Says he projects as a 3-4 outside linebacker with the ability to give you some drop and off-ball ability at the next level. Projects as a high-level multi-year starter at a Power 5 program with the ability to develop into an all-conference player. Will add value on multiple special teams units, which is typical for a freshman with that type of athleticism. Maybe he comes in, he contributes early on special teams before finding his way onto the field. But again, number one player in the state of Tennessee, adding some help on the defensive side of the ball. As we've talked about this class of 23, all the talk has been about Nico. We've been talking about potential wide receiver targets, but then you've got Ethan Davis, the kid from Georgia, big stud tight end. Just recently added some help from Trevor Duncan, a guy that's listed as an athlete, but he's on the line of scrimmage, can play offensive line, defensive line. Tennessee getting some help on the defensive side of the ball. I think they've got some more help coming soon. I think Tennessee is going to land some good talent on defense. I made a video earlier talking about, can Tennessee return to glory? And I talked about how the 2022 season is so crucial. I think they have to continue to show improvement. Don't underachieve. They cannot slip up. They have to continue to build momentum so that they can stack the class of 23 on top of the class of 24 and the class of 25 and continue to build depth and start to bring this program back where it belongs. But one of the big struggles last year was, can Tennessee get defensive recruits? Are they going to be able to land some guys in the secondary? Are they going to be able to land some elite level linebackers? We will see. We will continue to follow this recruiting. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Caleb Herring, the number one player in the state of Tennessee, makes it official. How important is it to lock down the state? Some people say it's not that important. Others say it is the only thing that matters. I had a guy just recently on Facebook tell me that California kids never work out, that Tennessee only needs to recruit Tennessee guys. Well, sir, you are a lunatic. Nico, one of the top recruits in the history of Tennessee football. I will take those West Coast guys all day long, but it is still important to lock down the state. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVaws. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, it is bonfire.com/store/TalkinVaws. I will go ahead and drop the link to that in the description below as well. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. This It's the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.